Welcome back to Corridors of Power. I'm joined by the Chennai Corporation Commissioner, Dr. D. Karthikeyan. Dr. Karthikeyan, Conran Smith, there's a lot of heritage here in this building. I mean,
yeah, definitely. This is one such thing.
The statue here.
Yeah. In fact, one day I was taken by a pleasant surprise. When I was entering my office, I found some 7-8 Europeans taking photographs of this great man's statue. I was curious to ask them what they are doing. And one young woman told me that she is the granddaughter of this gentleman.
Okay.
And his mother had told her that his statue is inside the ribbon building.
Okay.
And then I was pleasantly surprised about that. I invited them to my chamber and then gave them a cup of tea also. They were all very, pleasantly surprised to enter that room and then have a cup of tea with the commissioner.
Conran Smith was a Corporation Commissioner in 1928.
Yeah, 28
You're super senior by many decades. Talking of the system administration, Dr. Karthikeyan, this entire plea to have a wider turf for the Chennai Corporation, which of course has been shelved now. Honestly, in what way do you think it will really help?
It will definitely help the city to expand in a comprehensive manner. If you take Annanagar, just next to Annanagar lies Ambattur municipality. And it is the same with any other direction if you go across Chennai. And the people of these suburbs or these added areas do admit that the infrastructure that exists there is far, far inferior than what exists in the Chennai city.
Stepmotherly treatment for these areas?
I won't say stepmotherly treatment, but unfortunately since they are all different types of local body, namely village panchayat, town panchayat and municipalities. They all have developed in a different, different shapes and in different pace. So once you merge all this with the Chennai Corporation, there are 42 of them. Then we can bring an overall development to this area.
Considering also the size under the Chennai Corporation is much less. I think it's the smallest metro compared to the other cities.
We are just 176 square kilometers, whereas Bangalore is about 800 square kilometers now. So it's a fit case for expansion.
But if you were to compare, let's say, the police administration with the municipal administration here, there you have a greater commissioner of Greater Chennai and you have a suburban commissionerate as well.
Okay.
Can't the same model be used because certain political parties also have opposed this?
No. The police administration is done in an entirely different manner. There they see what kind of crimes occur, how we can manage the
Here
situation.
also some of the issues, like for instance, you've come to our office in Perungudi and you know that you'll probably have to change your tires very often. The roads are pathetic there. So some people hope that the corporation gets control over such areas.
That's what precisely we also say. Once these added areas or these areas that are adjoining the Chennai Corporation merge with Chennai, we can bring overall development to the Chennai. In fact, the corporation per se, the present corporation will have a lot of pressure in developing the standards of these so-called added areas to the level of Chennai Corporation.
Okay.
So people who are living in this 42 local bodies should feel really happy to get merged with
Why did you shelve the idea of such a good plan?
It's not a shelved. It's only we have postponed this council subject from the December meeting. It's not a shelved totally.
Okay. Another issue about street lights. Many say that the sodium vapor lamps and all that, they burn during the daytime. Several times one can see.
No, that is actually a myth. We do test.
I've seen.
We do test it during the daytime.
Okay.
About its about its wire strength and about the burning percentage. So if you cross a particular road where some testing is going on, which you may not be able to notice, then people allege that street lights are burning during the daytime. It's very, very rare that it burn on its own during the daytime by mistake.
Stormwater drains, sir, now I know a lot of stormwater drains. Of course, the work was taken up ironically before monsoons and a lot of roads were cut. But will we ever reach a stage, you've gone abroad in the US, in fact, a year's training there. How have you compared, like for instance, the local the Deputy Chief Minister has traveled extensively, we're talking of cleaning up the Coombe and all that. In terms of making this a world-class city, how far are we off from making Chennai a world-class city? At least preventing Chennai from resembling Venice during the monsoon.
Okay. This is a highly loaded question which I don't think I have the competence and power to answer. But at least from the corporation point of view, I can tell you that we are definitely on the right direction. Now that we are going to build a stormwater drain worth about 1,448 crores in the city to address the inundation problem of the city, shows that we are on the right direction. we will have wonderful stormwater drain facilities in another 2 years, so that entire inundation problem will get solved. And this CRRT, which is coming up now, the Chennai River Restoration Trust works, will definitely bring our, will definitely make our the rivers Adayar and Kuvam into a better.
What about other like slightly controversial issues, like for instance the refuse derived fuel, which the corporation has actually kind of mooted that idea. Environmentalists are up in arms and they say that that's not sustainable at all.
I think it's not pressed for, and then it's put in cold storage.
Okay. Another thing about again the setup of the commissionerate here. Good old days, you had very senior IAS officers, some of them almost on the verge of retirement, holding positions of special officer. Today you have young, dynamic IAS officers who are at the helm here as commissioners. How exactly does it work? What is the exact relationship between the corporation commissioner and the mayor? Is one the face and the other the force?
I have a wonderful working relationship with the worshipful mayor here. I should say
do they choose people who have a wonderful? Do they choose commissioners who have a wonderful relationship?
I don't think so. And the mere fact that he's definitely senior.
He's a proactive mayor. Yes,
he's a very proactive mayor, and then he is the. By protocol, he is number one in the corporation, and it is only for him to give a space for us to get accommodated in that. And he is a very, very large-hearted person, very simple, down to earth, and we have a wonderful working relationship with him.
What about corruption in the department? I mean, for instance, building plans, at least for residential buildings, they say that several people, in fact, they get their plan sanctioned after they construct in Chennai.
Oh, I don't think so. There must have been some allegations of this kind probably earlier. Earlier meaning maybe 7-8 years ago, when there was a lot of centralization. Now most of the things are decentralized. No planning permission file comes to the ribbon building now. All the powers of the commissioner has been delegated to the executive engineers. So if you want to build a house of G+2, the permission is given at the zone level. So once you decentralize on such matters, you are likely to reduce corruption.
How active is the vigilance department, vigilance wing in the Chennai?
It's definitely very active. We have a wonderful vigilance officer now, very honest and thorough gentleman.
So very active means a lot of corruption?
Very active in the sense, I will say that whenever we assign any specific work to them, they do a professional job, and then they also keep a vigil on major issues.
Any number of cases that have been filed, corruption cases?
Very recently we unearthed the case of some of our lower level staff marking attendance for people who are not on duty, people who are on jail. It came to my knowledge, and then we referred it to the vigilance cell, and then we got the whole thing unearthed, and we suspended 4 officers, and then we are taking criminal action against them.
What about the ABC control for animals, for community pets, which people call stray dogs, but I prefer to call them community pets? Killing of dogs?
No, we don't definitely we don't kill any stray dogs. Gone are those days. Maybe some 30-40 years ago.
But now and then there are reports, there are pictures in the newspapers.
No, I will definitely squarely deny that. Okay. We definitely don't kill a single pet or single stray dog. We only catch them, take them to the animal birth control activity, feed them, and then bring them back to the same location. It's going on well.
You're talking about, yes, I mean, one has to admit that the Chennai Corporation has seen some very accessible, friendly officials like yourself, like Rajesh Lakoni, who was there earlier, and a few others. What about the common man who cannot easily have access to the senior officers? One of the problems, again, which was pointed out, like if the commissionerate expands its jurisdiction, people in suburbs will have to travel all the way to Ripon building, may not really get an audience with the commissioner. How accessible are your officials down the line? Or what are the alternatives that you've put in place? Like, for instance, online redressal grievance?
No, we do have, anybody can walk into my room after 3 o'clock, it's visitors hours, and then people can come and meet me. And we do have a 1913 facility where people can ring up and then lodge their complaint, which is taken up very seriously. Besides this, you asked about the expansion. Once the city gets expanded, the idea of the policymakers and the decision makers is that we should go for a jurisdiction-based joint commissioners, who will have enormous power to dispose of many issues in the zonal level or at the division level. So then there won't be any need for people to come all the way to the...
What about online redressal?
Yes. We do have a comprehensive e-governance program. As of now, I won't say that it is to the level expected because it's still in the making. Once we complete this, comprehensive e-governance program, we'll be able to reach out to public in a much better manner and a much scientific manner.
Facebook, what about a Facebook page? Are you on Facebook?
We are on Facebook, but not very active. We are also on Twitter, but not very active. But
Because
I have plans to make everything active.
Because social media is so active today
Yes.
that I know that Chennai Traffic Police also has a Facebook page. Now, of course, I'm told it's defunct. But for an agency like the Chennai Corporation, which has such massive public interface, wouldn't it be a good idea to actually have
certainly we'll be doing these two, as I said earlier. Facebook and Twitter, we are going to make it very active soon.
Okay, more work on your plate.
Yeah, it's welcome.
How many hours do you work, sir?
About 14 hours on an average, 14 to 15 hours.
Okay, what is the most common sort of nature of complaints that you get?
The very simple complaints are garbage disposal, mosquito menace, and illegal construction in the neighborhood. And sometimes some property disputes which we are not directly connected to also comes here.
Talking of illegal construction, also the Chennai Corporation itself has been accused of building on water bodies, of encroaching on water bodies, like for instance the Kutumbakam, the sewage treatment plant. Environmentalists are up in arms at least.
No, the sewage treatment plant, I think it was done by the Metro Water and they couldn't find any other better location, I am told. And this didn't happen in the past couple of years, it happened much earlier. Otherwise, we don't violate anything. We don't build any of our structures in water bodies now.
Okay. So, what is your average day like when you come into work? You start off by inspecting garbage. Not a very pleasant thing the first thing in the morning.
Yeah, but you can't help it. So, I start off by about 7:30 in the morning, supervising the garbage cleaning activities. And some days it stretches very late up to even midnight, inspecting the road works. So it's definitely strenuous, but then at the end of the day, if you go to bed, you have a lot of satisfaction of doing a lot of things.
You don't switch off your mobile?
Oh, 24/7, 365 days, it's on.
You're quite like a journalist that way. Thank you very much. I must say on the show publicly that certainly you're one of the most accessible and media savvy official. By media savvy, I don't mean publicity crazy, but somebody who's always accessible and open to even commenting on negative stories, and may your tribe increase. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you. You are very kind to me.
Thank you.